You're under arrest for DWI. Turn around. Hands behind your back. You haven't been exactly cooperative with me today. How come?
Okay, it is October 14th, 2014, 1:19 p.m. calling the Carlton, City of Carlton city attorneys, Rudy, Gassert, Yetko, Pritchard, and Hellwig, PA. Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, I'm doing super. Can't complain on a beautiful sunshiny day like today.
Yeah.
Say, I was wondering, who is the city attorney for Carlton? The city of Carlton?
Oh, for Carlton?
Yeah, is that Mr. Hellwig?
Where's the... Well, I don't know.
Well, I was looking at some documents that said Bill Hellwig, so
Okay.
I presume that's your individual there. Anyhow, I was wondering if he was the actual city attorney or he was the assistant city attorney.
Let me check. Hang on 1 second.
Thank you.
Frank Yetka is the city attorney.
Which one?
Frank Yetka?
Yetka. Oh, okay. Is Mr. Yetka in the office right now?
He is not available right now, but I can transfer you to his voicemail.
What about Mr. Hellwig? Is he in the office right now?
I can check and see if he's available. What was your name?
My name is Terry Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you said you received word from
What's
Mr.
that?
Hellwig?
Yeah, I'd like to speak with Mr. Hellwig, please.
Okay, 1 second, please.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Bill.
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers. How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Say, I'm having some problems with the Carlton County Attorney's Office, and I was going to file a complaint, and I was trying to figure out if the Sheriff's Department is in charge of law enforcement for the city, or, City of Carlton, or does the City of Carlton have their own law enforcement agency?
City of Carlton does not have their own law enforcement agency. They rely on the Sheriff's Department to provide law enforcement.
Okay, so then if I'd have a criminal complaint against Carlton County Attorney Pertler and County Coordinator Dennis Genereau, then I'd have to file the complaint with them.
If you believe that there was criminal activity by somebody within the City of Carlton, right, you would need to file a complaint with the Sheriff's Department.
Okay. Well, I just sent you an email with my information on there. I presume you'd prosecute the case then, if that's the case. So I'm having a problem with the city, actually the coordinator first. I submitted a data request to him way back in 2013, asking for the policy and procedure manual and the data practice manual for Carlton County, and of course he willfully refused to respond to it. And then just this year I sent a data request to County Attorney Pertler, because I noticed that apparently he had some sort of probation sanctions placed against him for his drunk driving arrest, which he refused to take the breathalyzer. So I submitted a data request on that, and of course he willfully refused to respond to that. And then I called up one of his and tried to contact him directly, and I ended up speaking with one of his assistant county attorneys, Michael Bose? Yes. So anyhow, I explained everything I wanted, to him, and he wasn't very happy that he was the bearer of the bad news to the Carlton County attorney. So anyhow, then I get this ridiculous letter from Jesse D. Berglund. He's
Jesse Berglund.
Right. He's supposedly the data compliance officer, and he says, Mr. Nemmers, Mr. Michael Bose, Assistant Carlton County Attorney, forwarded me information that you were seeking certain government data from our office, as I am the county's compliance officer for requests under the Minnesota Data Practices Act. It is my duty to respond to this request. Please send me request in writing with specificity as to what documents you're requesting and whether or not the copies of the document, whether you want copies of these documents or would prefer to set up a time to inspect these documents. Once you received your request in writing, I'll promptly address it. Which, of course, I explained everything that I wanted to Mr. Bose. So I mean, this is just some retarded letter to waste more time and to insult my intelligence and to illegally withhold this information.
No, I think you're wrong, because you can't request private data without making a written request. A verbal request is not a valid request under the Minnesota Data Practices Act. So I would have to agree with the information that was provided to you so far. If you request in writing, then they're obligated to review that request and to provide whatever data is not private or confidential.
Well, I'd hate to disagree with you, because I did email them my data requests, and on one of actually I think both the data requests had an attached signed document with my signature on it, so it's clear that they know exactly what I'm asking for, plus my conversation, which I recorded and placed up on YouTube, clearly indicates that Mr. Bose knows exactly what I was speaking about. So, and this is really what it comes down to is, the Carlton County attorney is upset because, I found out that the State Patrol is trying to rig the court case, for him by, the trooper, got this mysterious phone call, trying to tell him that to drop the case against Carlton County Attorney Pertler. And then I find out that now he's rigging court cases for his son Jack, So that's the situation. So that's why I'm getting these, retarded responses, wasting my time, because I submitted a data request, to just the Faribault City Police, and I received all the information I requested, none of this silly shenanigans here. So, and that's the thing. I've submitted data requests from one end of the state to the other, so I know when there's, retarded shenanigans and criminal activity going on. So that's not hard to figure. And plus,
I'm not aware of any what you're telling me at the moment.
Well, I just sent you an email with all the information on it. It has my recorded conversation with the Assistant Carlton County Attorney. It has my blog links, which I have all the documentation up there. So it's safe to say I have clear, precise, and unquestionable evidence that what I'm saying is true. And I'm well aware that you have a case of your of an individual that was ripping off the county. Let's see, what's her name? Wops, whatever. She worked at your junkyard or whatever. She embezzled almost like $1 million, from you. And there's a special prosecutor for that, the Assistant St. Louis County Attorney Carl Sundquist. Right. But yet Pertler's own son is prosecuted by one of Carlton County Attorney Pertler's own staff, a Nicholas Lee Eichenhoff. See? So, again, this is just some little retarded ploy to prevent me from receiving this information. So that's why I contacted the Carlton County Attorney. I recorded the conversation. I put it up on the internet. That's exactly why I did it. So I could have proof that I jumped through all the hoops and they're still playing little retarded games.
Okay. Did you let them know that you were recording their conversation?
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that?
Is it illegal to record the conversations without telling them?
It's illegal to record a conversation unless the other party has knowledge that it's being recorded.
Really? Are you making false representations right now? Because I do believe that's a violation of your law license, isn't it?
I suppose you're recording this conversation too?
You're darn right I am.
Well, like I told you, that's a violation of federal law.
Federal law? I thought it was state law. Now it's federal law?
State and federal.
Oh, really? I guess you better charge me then. Are you going to charge me?
Well, apparently I have your information via email, so...
Yes, you do. So I expect some action on this. I want my information. I plan on contacting...
Well, I have no obligation to do what you request of me because I do not represent you.
Well, I think you represent yourself is what you do. I just called the sheriff's department and everyone was gone. Only the office staff was there. So I will be contacting Kelly Lake and I will be reporting this. So you can certainly give her a call and tell her that I will be recording the conversation with her so she can hide behind her voicemail or whatever she wants to do. I have no problem with that either. That's the whole purpose of me calling and recording these conversations. Just show how lawless your town is and how lawless your county is. So you're just giving me all sorts of proof over and over again.
Well, I guess this conversation is over.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.